Hi guys, I'm sorry that it took so long to get another video up, but I'm just gonna get started. Please ignore any or all sounds that you hear, and let's just jump into this. This is a Denki Kaminari times listener. You woke up to see your brother standing over you, watching you sleep. What do you want, Toya? You say, still half asleep. Sit up, I have a surprise for you. He says, sitting next to you as you sat up. What is it? I've enrolled you into your dream school. What? You got me into UA? You shouted as he laughed. Yep. Thank you, he said, hugging him. He chuckled and hugged you back. Don't thank me yet. You still have to pass the entrance exam. Oh yeah. Can you help train me? I don't know, he said, rubbing his chin. I'm not sure you can handle it. I can handle having you as my brother. I think I can handle it, burnt chicken nugget. Excuse me? Bye. You ran out of your room with Toya close behind. Come back here, you jerk. Never! You laughed. Suddenly you were tackled to the ground with something heavy on top of you. Toya, get off! You kicked your legs, hoping to free yourself from him. No, he smirked. Keep it down in there! Someone shouted through the walls. Whoa, someone's cranky, Toya said, rolling his eyes and getting off of you. Go pack a bag. Huh? Why? You asked Toya, as he lent you a hand to help you up. We're going to the mountains to start your training. Really? When will we go? When you get your bags packed. Yes! You shouted and ran to your room to pack a bag. A month passed, and both you and Toya just got back from training. A month before the entrance exam. Home sweet home, he said, flopping on the couch. Go get a shower. You stink, Toya said, flopping on an armchair. Whatever. You got up and headed to the bathroom. Once you were done, you got in pajamas, then headed out. Toya, your turn. You looked around, realizing he was not in the apartment. You looked at your phone to see a text. Going shopping. Be back soon. Burnt chicken nugget. You mumbled as you flopped on the couch and fell asleep. Suddenly, a gunshot woke you up. Rushing to the window, you saw a pillar of blue fire a couple blocks away. You grabbed a hoodie and pulled it over your head and put on the hood. Jumping out of the window of your apartment and activating your quirk, creating these peak scale-like shields. Hopping on them, you started running towards the spot where you had seen Toya's fire. Once there, you looked down to see him holding his arm as blood covered his hand. The sound of laughing caught your ears as you looked to see who was standing in front of him. A man with a blue t-shirt and blue jeans held a gun, and another man in a suit started to laugh. Was that supposed to scare us? The man in the suit asked. No, the person who's coming will, Toya spat. Too bad you'll be dead by the time they get here. Wait, Too bad you'd be dead by the time we get here, the man with the gun said. Well, too bad I'm already here, you say, jumping down from the roof. Suddenly, scaring the guy with the gun, and he shot at you. Was that supposed to do something? You say, now holding the remainder of a bullet. Huh? They backed up a bit, unsure of what to do. If I can't shoot you, I'll shoot him again, the man yelled, pointing the gun at Toya. You activated your quirk, creating a full circular shield around the both of you. You heard behind you. Dobby, are you okay? You asked, looking at him, slumping against the shield dome. Fine, don't worry, he said, trying not to show his pain. Let me see it. He grabbed his arm and saw a lot of blood coming out of it. Want to look at this again and try telling me the truth? Suddenly, a large bang came from the other side of the shield. You turned around to see the other man. His shirt was torn and he was looking like a purple Hulk. Focus on them, not me, Toya said. My shields can withstand a bear attack and a cave-in. Do you really think he can break it? You say, looking at his wound once more. I guess not. You grabbed your left sleeve and tore it clean off and wrapped it around his wound. This will have to do until we get back home, you tell him, helping him up to his feet. And looked over at the purple Hulk, who was still trying to get in your shield. Man, you would think he would have given up by now, Toya muttered. You then made your shield bigger, pushing the two men away from the both of you and into a brick wall, knocking them both out. Let's get going before the heroes and police show up, Toya says, trying to walk but almost fall over due to blood loss. You are in no shape to move, you say, putting an arm around your shoulder. I should have brought the med kit. I can help, a gruff voice said. Instinctively, the shield dome was up as you shouted, Who's there? You turned to see the hero killer, Stain. What do you want? I mean no harm. I just want to help. Why should I trust you? I'm the only option you have. You stayed silent. Till you said, Fine, but any funny business and I'll take you to the police personally. Alright. I'll carry your friend while you lead the way. You looked at Toya, who nodded, and you walked more like wobbled over to Stain. Stain picked him up and put him on his back. Let's go. You then created a staircase to the roof with your shield. As soon as you arrived at the apartment, once in, Stain placed his toy on the couch and you went to get the med kit, which Stain followed you. So, this is where you live, huh? Stain says, looking everywhere. Yes. Need anything else? You say shortly. Nope, just curious. Well, thank you for helping me and my brother, but it may be best for you to leave now. Do you two live alone? Yes, anything else? I'll come up with something. Great. You do that. You say, walking out of the room and toward the couch that Toya was on. Alright, you burnt chicken nugget. Sit up and give me your arm. Stop calling me that. Nah. Now let's see your arm. After bandaging him, we went and started preparing dinner. Ryan, you can take off your hood, Toya said. What? He turned to face him. Are you out of your mind? We have a stranger in our house. We can trust him. And how do you know that? He helped us get away from the police, and he is staying. He kills corrupt heroes. Sure, there are corrupt heroes, but there are some heroes that are only doing it for their families. How would Stain know that? How would he tell the difference between them? That's simple, Stain said, leaning on the wall from the kitchen. I do research on them. If they are good, I leave them be. If not, I kill them. That doesn't make it right, you yelled, the aurora surrounding your body grew and turned red. Same with your eyes, which surprised Stain. Hey, Lion, calm down. Before you burn the place down, Talia said, walking towards you. But, no buts. We don't need a repeat of last time. He looked at him coldly as you started to glow white. That was your fault, not mine. Yeah, but now instead of burning the place down, you would freeze it, which in my opinion is easier to deal with, Toya said, ruffling your hair. You flipped him off as your aura changed back to pink and shrank closer to your body. What just happened? Stain asked. Sometimes my emotions can affect my quirk, if I'm not careful, you say, turning back to finish the preparations. Keep the hood off, Scales, Toya said, walking back to the couch. Yeah, you burnt chicken nugget, he called back, removing your hood. You turned to see Stain watching you. What? You ask. Nothing. You just look familiar, he said. Yeah. Oi, Debbie, come set the table, you yelled. Okay, geez, no need to shout, he yelled back once more once he finished setting up the table. Once he finished setting up the table, you had finished cooking dinner. You sat with the other two and started to eat once everyone was served. What are your names? Stain asked to both of you. You froze, looking at your brother. Depends. Can you keep a secret? Dobby said, staring at Stain. Who would I tell? Stain asked. Fair point, Dobby said. What do you think? He turned to you, waiting for your answer. He looked at Stain and said, Understand, if you tell anyone, I will hunt you down and make sure you wish you hadn't even known. I understand, Stain says, nodding to you. Well, for starters, my name is Toya Todoroki, but you can call me Dabby. I'm his younger sister, Ryan Todoroki, twin to Shoto Todoroki, you say, putting food into your mouth. Wait, you're the dead Todoroki kids? Both of you coughed and spit up some of the food. What do you mean, dead? You and your brother said in unison. They assumed that both of you died in the fire, though they couldn't find your bodies, Stain told you. He looked at Toya and he looked at you. All this time, they thought we were dead, you say quietly. You then stood up and said, I'm going to my room. Once you closed the door, you slid down it and brought your knees to your chest. You started to remember your family and what brought you to where you are now. Flashback. You were sitting in your room crying. Your mother had taken both of you both you and your brother to the cork doctor, and you had been diagnosed as corkless. Shoto hugged you as you cried in the car ride back home. Shoto, your father wants you, your mother says, walking into your room. But I don't want to leave the sea. Shoto says, hugging you tighter. Go, I will watch her, she says, walking towards you. But now. Yes, Mom. Once he left, your mother sat down next to you and glared at you. Mama, you say quietly. Suddenly she grabbed your shoulders and yelled, Why did you come out quirkless? And she is going to beat me because of you, brat. She slapped your cheek and tears started to come down faster. Useless child. With her hand still on your right shoulder, she activated her quirk. You could have kept me safe, but you are nothing but trash. She spat. When your mom's hand, the spot where your mom's hand started to burn. Mom, stop it. It hurts. You cried more and more, trying to get out of her grip. No, this is your fault. If you weren't so worthless, this wouldn't be happening. You screamed on the top of your lungs, hoping that someone would come save you. Shut up! She was about to hit you again, when suddenly she was pushed back by something invisible. Your tears continued to flow down your face as you hugged yourself. How dare you push me? Your mother yelled, getting closer to you once more, about to hit you, when someone grabbed her hand. What do you think you're doing, hurting my daughter? Both you and your mother looked up to see your dad. Angie, what are you doing here? Your mother tried to act normal but failed. Get out, is all he says as he let go of her wrist. Once released, she ran out as fast as she could. Your father then looked at you and picked you up and held you in his arms. Are you all right? He asked, concerned. I'm sorry, you say as the tears refuse to stop. I'm sorry that I'm useless. Shh. You're not useless. You never have been and never will be. But I'm quirkless. You covered your face in your hands, trying to hide your tears. You're not quirkless, he said calmly. Huh? Confused, you looked back at him, hoping he would explain. They called me a while ago. They had accidentally switched the results of another kid's with yours. So I'm not quirkless? You're not quirkless. You then rested your head on his shoulder as he gently rubbed your back. Come on, let's patch up your shoulder and your cheek. You started walking to the bathroom when you heard someone scream. Your father quickly put you down and ran towards the screaming, with you following him. The sound led you both to the kitchen. You saw your brother passed out on the ground and your father holding down your mother. You ran to Shoto and saw that he had a burn on the left side of his face. You looked over at your mother, who was trying to fight your father, when her quirk activated and accidentally sent ice your way. You covered Shoto's body with yours, not wanting him to be burned like you had been. But nothing touched you. When you looked up, you saw pink shields surrounding you. Your body glowed, and your body was glowing. Stay in there, all right? Your father said. Don't come out unless I say. You nodded as you watched your father call the police while holding down your mother. Soon the police showed up and took your mother away. As your father talked with the police outside, the medics had come in trying to check and bandage you and your brother. but you were scared and didn't want them close to you, so your shield had stayed up. Come on, kiddo. We just want to help, a woman said sweetly. But you didn't budge. They kept asking and asking for you to lower your shield, and it did get pretty annoying. Until your father came into the room. What's going on? He asked. Well, Endeavor, we need to examine your kids, but your daughter won't let the shield down, a man said. Wyan, can you let your shield down? Your father asked. I don't know how. You said it as if it was the most obvious thing in the world. You could see the smallest smile on your father's face, which helped calm you down. As you calmed down, the shield started to fade till it was completely gone. Once it was gone, your father picked you up and then picked up the unconscious Shoto and brought you both to the medics. Once they had finished bandaging you and Shoto, they left. You heard a knock bring you back out of the memory and into reality. Lion, someone called from the other side. What, Dobby? He said. Can you come out for a bit? There's something I think you would like to hear. You stood up and opened the door to see Dobby waiting for you. What do you need? I have an offer, Stain said from behind Dobby. An offer? What kind of offer? He wants to help us find our family and help us protect them from a distance, Dobby explained. Why from a distance? You asked him, confused. So Dad's enemies don't target us as well. You nodded as Stain spoke once more. And I want to train you both with swords and knives. Why? Because I can tell you both will change the world. What makes you say that? Dobby asked. Just a feeling, he said, shrugging. You're willing to train us, even if one of us is going to become a hero? You asked. To see if he was telling the truth about training you. But not even a second later, he spoke with full confidence. Yes. You were surprised, but you gave a small smile and nodded. When do we start? Alright, that is the end of part 1. And again, sorry for not getting this out as soon. I was actually planning to do it a lot sooner, but that didn't work out. But thank you guys for being so patient with me. I am hoping to start a series with this, so yeah. And thank you so much for your support. Alrighty, bye.